The price of a young Filipina. I want to share with you a true story. A foreigner from the United States goes on Filipino Cupid and starts looking for a Filipina to date.
Can I just say, let me interject for a quick second. I'll let it play. Stop using dating websites. Go in person and talk organically. I'm not saying all, but most are straight scammers and degenerates. Get it through your thick skull.
He starts chatting with a beautiful 18-year-old Filipina from the province. After chatting and video calls for several months, he figures
Simp.
he has nothing to lose. So he plans a trip to the Philippines, deep into the province, to meet this girl. They meet and click instantly. They go on dates every day and fall in love. He
Of
meets her
course.
family. They have fun getting to know each other, and everything is great. It's
Mhm.
like his wildest dreams all came true.
And then his wallet got busted open in exchange for the clam, an 18-year-old one. And guess what happens next? Dun dun dun.
Several weeks go by, and
Uh-huh.
he realizes there's just one problem.
Uh-oh.
What's supposed to happen next? How is the relationship supposed to work?
Trouble in paradise with open sewers and power lines everywhere in the province and trash? Uh-oh.
She's starting college and will be fairly busy for the next 4 years. She
Education.
lives in a small town deep in the province with no comforts of any kind. He has to return to the United States regularly to keep all his affairs in order. And doing this kind of travel regularly is going to cost a fortune. He's
Uh-oh.
unsure of how to continue forward, and he's trying to wrap his mind around the situation. He goes home and then returns to see her again. At this point, he's spent well over $10,000 traveling to see her. Plus, he is continuing to pay all of his expenses in the United States and has added stress trying to work remotely and keep.
You see what motherfuckers will do for some 18-year-old clam? See it? I love to see Simps getting destroyed. That shit is a pastime for me. I love it as much as the wokies on the other side of the aisle screaming, what do we need a man for, with their bull rings, tattoos, and pink hair. I fucking love this shit, dude. It makes me I get butterflies inside. Because another simp destroyed is another man saved. Okay? This entire society is built this way because of simps. Not women's fault. It's the simps that enable the women.
Everything organized while he's away. What started as something simple, fun, and exciting has consumed his entire life with stress, out of control spending, and uncertainty.
Shit.
He starts to realize several things. It's free for her to want the relationship, but it's costing him everything. He has to give up his entire life and pay a small fortune to make everything work. He is going to travel 9,000 miles just to sit in a tiny hot and stuffy hotel room waiting on her to finish her college work.
He is in that little tiny sheet metal hut for 18-year-old clammies, boys. You see? Bro, at that point, just go to fucking Pattaya, get a bar girl or whatever on that stupid Soy 6, what is that street called? And just pay for play. Honestly, holy shit, dude. This man just got so much stress, so many miles traveled. He's practically the airline's best friend, sitting in fucking little huts in the province just to get a little honey. Jesus, dude.
He has to give up his entire relationships with his friends and family and put his entire life on hold for this relationship.
Wow.
There's also no guarantee the relationship will work. She could easily leave him after she graduates and her interests change. And once she graduates, she'll be expected to work 6 days a week to help support her family, meaning she will have even less free time. He might spend $50,000 trying to make the relationship work while she spends 4 years in college to be able to get a job where she'll earn $9 a day. And there's no chance of them living in an area of the Philippines where life will be more comfortable and enjoyable, because that would take her away from her family. The relationship eventually dies a slow and painful death due to increased friction and the realities of life setting in. This is a common story in the Philippines. Initial excitement followed by frustration, pain, and bewilderment. I want to offer several solutions to this problem. But before I go any further, if you're enjoying this content, then consider subscribing to our weekly newsletter called Philippines 123. It's about love in the Philippines. It's 100% at any time. Just click the... Now, this is an important lesson. We don't want to admit it, but in life, there are winners and losers. That's how life works. If you want something, that means no one else can have it. Of course, the universe is abundant with things, but there's only one of each particular thing. If you want it, you have to be willing to pay the price for it. I'm not talking about just money when I use the word price. I'm talking about sacrificing time, energy, attention, opportunity, comfort, leaving friends and family, going through doubt and loneliness.
God damn, that's a lot for an 18-year-old clammy, boys. Fuck that shit. Yo, what are you guys doing over there in the Philippines?
That is the actual price.
Oh, that's
Think
expensive.
of life like an auction. There are many things up for bids. Everybody wants them because, after all, wanting is free. But an auction, the item goes to the highest bidder. So that means the winner has to pay more than everyone else is willing to pay.
God.
That means that every other person who wanted that thing felt like the particular item wasn't worth the cost required to get it. Maybe they were right. Maybe they were wrong. But that's how auctions work. The item doesn't go to the better person or nicest person or the coolest person or the richest person, but to the person who was willing to pay more than everyone else. So when it comes to dating in the Philippines, you have to remember, if it was easy, everyone would do it. 100 guys might be chatting with a beautiful Filipina, but the guy who shows up is paying more than everyone else by sacrificing his entire life to be with her. And the real prize is not the beautiful Filipina, but the process you're going to undergo to be with her.
Oh,
you're going to have an adventure. You're going to learn how to live on the other side of the world.
Bro, imagine that. You go out there, not because you wanted the 18-year-old clammy, boys. You're going out there for an adventure. Are you shitting me? To auction off against 100 other passport bros? What kind of shit, bro? Miss me with that.
And you're going to learn how to be strong and resilient.
Oh, wow.
You're going to build a new life. You're going to possibly start a family. You're going to have a life many people only wish for and very few people get to do. Okay. And of course, you're going to have to pay a big price to be with a young, beautiful Filipina. But
of course you do.
You're going to go through a transformative process to become more than you currently are in your quest to be with her. So the real value in getting what you want isn't the thing itself, but the journey you're going to take to get it. Now, a few practical ideas for overcoming the challenges of this story. Number 1, if you're dating in the Philippines, it's better to find somewhere that you want to live first, and then find someone to date in that location.
That's the key. I'm telling you guys, stop with this online dating shit. I have so many of these companies always approaching me trying to pay buku amounts of money, like FilipinaDating.com, ChristianFilipinaDating.com, ThisDatingPinoy.com. Fuck all that shit. So I don't take any of their money. Go with your own passport, plane ticket, land your ass somewhere, and go talk to the girls there. That's the most honest, real advice you're going to get. Everyone else is selling you some horse shit fucking products. I don't need your money and I don't want your sponsorships. I don't give a fuck. Go by yourself. Don't even listen to me. Don't listen to anybody else online, bro. See it with your own eyes. Plant 2 fucking feet in that dirt and go walking around for yourself at the end of the day. That's all that you have to do. And you will be successful. The longer you stay there, don't go passing through for a week or two. The longer you stay there, the more it seems like it's a permanent thing, the higher the quality of the women you're going to start getting. Trust me, done it here in Bucharest. Most of the real hotties, the real quality women that you want, don't give a shit about passport bros just flying through 1 week at a time. You want to land a true quality woman, you won't find her on the fucking internet. Most of those women want a guy that has an actual future, either in that country or just in general. Living there helps tremendously.
If you find a Filipina far from where you're staying and you don't want to live there, that's going to create a lot of complications. Mm-hmm. And that is something you and her are going to have to decide. Number 2, sometimes you're going to meet the right Filipina at the wrong time. Enjoy your time together. Understand that the timing is wrong. Move forward with your life. Maybe the timing will be right someday. Who knows? Number 3, life has to work. If you want someone with free time and the Filipina you're dating works 6 days a week, then it's just not going to work. That's why dating is important. You have to see if you're a good fit for each other. If it doesn't work, then it doesn't work. Number 4, enjoy the sun when it shines.
Bro, she just has to make your life easier. Be your peace. Is she elevating you in any way? Are you happier or are you more depressed? Do you feel like you're walking at eggshells at home or walking on clouds? This is the comparison you have to make. Can you tell her the truth? Or will she be a little narcissist and gaslight you and shift the blame back onto you? Can you have a real conversation? Do you guys settle your differences in arguments like adults? Or are there grudges held? It's very simple in hindsight or before it happens, but you need to stick to these principles when you get into a relationship with somebody. There will always be the butterfly effect and all the giggly feeling and all that shit. It's like the honeymoon phase. It's so great in the beginning until the reality sets in. And you don't really know somebody until you live with them. That's also a very true saying. So they could be putting their best face forward. The mask is on, looking like the perfect girl until you move in and they turn into a demon. You have to move in a calculated way. When you go overseas, you're the pragmatic one. You're vetting them. You're bringing value to their lives. Yes, they bring their own value. They're way better than most Western women, of course. But that doesn't mean you throw your principles away, but just because she seems sweet and feminine, because that shit can change on a dime. Don't rush into things. I've gotten plenty of messages from guys saying, like, I'm dating a Filipina. We've been talking online for months. I'm going to go visit her for the first time ever. And they, like, all of a sudden get into a serious relationship. The dude just landed 2 fucking days ago talking about, like, my Filipina is the best. She's like a unicorn. You don't fucking know this person. Guys, principles out the fucking window once their legs spread. Get it together, bro. You took forever to get here financially. You built a business or you worked your way up a company. You dealt with so much stress, so much bullshit, and you're going to throw it away because a clam opened up? What the fuck are we doing? This is why simps make me laugh. This is why I have zero sympathy for them. You're either going to get burned by the fire or go down in flames completely. Are you going to learn your lesson? It's better you learn it from other men. How many more fucking stories do you have to hear before you stop thinking you're somehow different? It can never happen to you. And plan contingencies for that shit. If you're going to get married, understand the risks. Nobody's knocking you for it. Oh, what a simp. He's getting married. What an idiot. Okay, bro, you want to do the whole traditional thing? You want to have a traditional family? I do too. I would like to be married one day. I understand. We want to raise kids in a traditional household where mother and father is present. I get it, but have some fucking contingencies, bro, because what if she decides to take all my shit? What if 20 years from now when the kids are out the house, she changes her mind completely? What if, like, do you have contingencies in place? Are you insulated financially from any blowback of your marriage failing? Don't go in this shit thinking like, mine's a perfect unicorn. She would never. Assume she would and plan accordingly. And if she doesn't, great, dude, you lucked out. And if she does, you're prepped and nothing will happen. You can leave the situation potentially unscathed. But guys go in this like fully busting the wallet open, full trust, heart wide open, brain shut off, dick out in their hands, because the clam is over there dripping some honey on them. This shit is so unbelievable, dude. And it's not like it's happening to like a guy. He's like 18. It's his first girlfriend. This shit, I fucking read about this. I get consulted with these scenarios by guys that are in like 40s, 50s, dudes that have already been married, got divorced, wrecked, doing it again. Shit is inexplicable sometimes. Really, really it is. I don't even know what to say to some of these men because I'm like, bro, you've been down this path already. You got married. You had kids. She took you for everything. You're trying again and you're jumping in head first without even vetting this person. Like, what are you a masochist? Like, do you like to torture yourself? Are you a financial masochist or something? Are you like a pay pig? Do you just like to give up control and finances to a woman? What the fuck? Explain this shit. I don't know. It's like, what trauma do you have from childhood, bro? That you just don't love yourself enough to protect yourself. Jesus Christ. Like, what'd your mother do to you? Let's see what some of these comments say. I have a young Filipina from Malabon. First, she said, let's go to Miami. I said, yeah, damn right, girl, let's go. It did, worked out. She finished her college, got a good job, made a lot of money. He makes his. They have a 15-year-old daughter. We visit Malabon every year. I feel lucky having her. Okay, the key to this guy's relationship, he said, is honesty. Okay. This guy says he did it, and he's been married for 35 years. This guy's 17, almost said 17-year-old. He's been married he's got a Filipina 17 years older than her. No regrets after 28 years together. This guy says, I do this now. She's not in the province, though. I travel there every 4 months and stay there for a month. Come back home, work, take my monthly vacation every quarter of the year. It costs $5,000 per trip. Do I feel it's worth it? Yeah. Each to his own. How much would I spend for a woman in the U.S. in this economy with their entitlement and return on investment, especially a young one? The U.S. is a country that frowns on age gap relations, and as more time passes, are hating men more. Nope. Choose to enjoy my life. The Catch a Western ATM is very developed, even in the hands of a young Filipina. Someone spitting some truth. Someone said Thailand is the same but different. Damn, someone said, all he has to do is give her $9 a day, become a YouTuber, move over there, live together. He got rid of all his expenses in the U.S. The amount of money he's probably spending traveling back and forth. And making $9 a day, I don't understand. That's really good money, and maybe the Philippines, but here in the U.S., a simple investment could make you $9 a day. Yeah, bro, the fucking earning power is just so wildly different. Yeah, the rest of the comments are just supporting her. Obviously, it's a bunch of dudes simping and stuff. We don't hear some of the more negative sides of it. There's plenty of dudes living happily ever afters there, but plenty of others that have got burned tremendously. And it always happens because of the same shit we say over and over again. Simping kills, baby. Having no standards, being a spineless toad, and busting out your wallet never served a man anything good. Guard yourself, boys. If you enjoyed today's episode, hit the like, subscribe. We're getting suppressed as usual. This episode of Smart Girl Philippines. Links in the description below. Join us on the private community and sub to the second channel if you haven't either. Take care, everybody. See you on the next one.